The path to real wealth isn't paved with high-risk gambles or opaque market strategies. It's built on a series of small, disciplined routines that most people simply fail to notice. For the world's most successful women, this is the fundamental truth. Their fortunes are the direct result of the intelligent, strategic decisions they execute daily. Successful women operate on a different frequency, not because they were all born into privilege, but because they cultivate a mindset and a set of rituals that systematically engineer success. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on their playbook, revealing 12 of these powerful daily habits. We'll start with the first thing they do within the first hour of their day, and you will want to stay for habit number 7. It's the habit that creates the real separation between the wealthy and the middle class in our modern world, and it's almost certainly not what you think. Habit 1. They start the day with financial awareness. Before the rest of the world has even considered hitting the snooze button, a wealthy woman is already interfacing with her finances. This isn't about obsessively watching market fluctuations. It's about beginning the day from a position of absolute clarity. While others default to scrolling through social media, she takes a few strategic moments to review her financial dashboard. What does this look like in practice? A quick assessment of her investment portfolio, a glance at her account balances, and a mental check-in with her financial plan. It's a calm, proactive ritual, driven not by fear, but by the pursuit of control. They demand to know the precise location and status of their capital. This small habit keeps them in the command center of their finances. It eliminates surprises and end-of-month panic. Every decision flows from a place of information, not emotion. They see money as a tool, and this is their daily inspection to ensure that tool is sharp and optimized for performance. You can adopt this tomorrow. Before you open a single social media app, open your banking app. Just observe. That simple act forges a powerful habit of awareness. Habit 2. They engineer their cash flow with a disciplined budget. Let's be honest, the word budget often feels restrictive, like a financial diet designed for deprivation. Financially elite women hold the opposite view. They adhere to a budget, regardless of their income level, because they understand it's not a restriction. It's the very architecture of their wealth. Their budget isn't a list of what they can't have. It's a strategic plan that allocates capital toward what they will have. Time and again, they structure their money to serve their ambitions. They might deploy a model that allocates specific percentages to necessities, investments, and, crucially, guilt-free luxury. The how is brilliantly simple: financial compartmentalization. Many use separate accounts, one for fixed costs, one for investments, and one dedicated to personal splurges. When they choose to indulge, they do so without hesitation, because they know their financial future has already been secured. Habit 3. They set clear, actionable financial goals. Vague desires for wealth are for amateurs. The elite operate with specific, actionable blueprints for their money. Hope is not a strategy. They architect their goals across multiple time horizons. A short-term goal might be executing their monthly savings target or funding a vacation. A midterm goal could be a down payment on a property or capitalizing a new business venture. And the long-term goal is always the grand vision: financial sovereignty, legacy, and the creation of generational wealth. This isn't a mere to-do list. It's a roadmap that governs every financial choice. When a decision arises, it's passed through a simple, powerful filter. Does this move me closer to my objective? So instead of saying, "I want to save more," you must be precise. "I will accumulate $10,000 in my emergency fund over the next 12 months by allocating $833 each month." That is a goal you can execute against. Habit 4. They invest consistently and strategically. This is a fundamental law of wealth creation. Wealthy women know you cannot save your way to a 7-figure net worth. Your capital must be deployed to work for you. They prioritize investing, and they do it with relentless consistency, not just when the market is surging or when motivation strikes. They build diversified portfolios of stocks, bonds, and real estate that align with their long-term risk tolerance and goals. The secret is automation. They architect systems for automatic transfers into their investment vehicles, removing emotion and human error from the equation. They ignore the folly of trying to time the market. They focus on time in the market. Investing can feel intimidating, but you can begin small. A regular automated contribution to a low-cost index fund builds the exact same discipline. The habit of consistency is infinitely more valuable than the initial sum. Habit 5. They separate personal and business finances. For any woman who is an entrepreneur, a freelancer, or has a side business, this discipline is non-negotiable. Wealthy women draw a hard, immutable line between their personal and business finances. This isn't just for tidy bookkeeping. It's a core strategy for building wealth. Commingling funds is a recipe for financial obscurity. It makes it impossible to gauge the true profitability of your business and turns tax season into a forensic nightmare. By maintaining separate accounts, they create a pristine dashboard of their business's vitality. This clarity enables sharp, strategic decisions about where to reinvest for growth. This is perhaps the easiest habit on this list to implement. If you earn any income outside of a traditional salary, open a separate business checking account for it. Today, all business revenue goes in, all business expenses go out. Done. It instantly professionalizes your venture. Habit 6. They build multiple income streams. Wealthy women understand that relying on a single paycheck is a critical liability. It's like building an empire on a single fragile pillar. To counter this, they actively engineer multiple streams of income to create a resilient financial foundation. These streams are diverse. It could be passive income from stock dividends, cash flow from rental properties, royalties from a creative work, or revenue from an e-commerce brand. The objective isn't to work 10 jobs. The objective is to have capital flowing in from different, uncorrelated directions. This strategy pulverizes risk. If one income stream falters, the others provide stability. It also dramatically accelerates their wealth-building timeline. Ask yourself, what skill do you possess that holds market value? Could you begin acquiring cash-flowing assets? Start exploring, because even a small secondary stream can evolve into a significant financial river. Okay, we are moments away from habit number 7. The one I promised is a true modern-day game-changer. If you appreciate this level of strategic insight, take 1 second to hit that subscribe button. We deliver actionable blueprints for financial sovereignty every single week, and we want you in our community of winners. Habit 7. They leverage technology for financial management. Here it is, the habit that creates a definitive chasm between the wealthy and the rest in the digital age. They masterfully use technology to put their financial lives on autopilot. While most people are overwhelmed by the noise of finance apps, wealthy women see them as a team of digital executives working for them 24/7. They deploy apps to automate everything: bill payments, savings transfers, and investment contributions. This guarantees they never miss a payment and always pay themselves first. They use tools to track spending in real time, giving them an instant report on their budget adherence. They use platforms to monitor their global investments without being chained to a screen. Why is this so powerful? Because it removes willpower from the equation. The correct financial decision is made once, when the system is designed. After that, technology executes it flawlessly, month after month. This liberates their most valuable asset, their mental bandwidth, to focus on big-picture strategy, like their next career move or a new business acquisition. Habit 8. They prioritize saving. Before spending. This is the classic pay-yourself-first rule, but executed with unwavering discipline. For them, saving is not what you do with the money that's left over at the end of the month. Saving is the very first and most important bill they pay. Before a single dollar is allocated to discretionary spending, a portion of their income is sent directly to savings and investment accounts. This is a profound mindset shift. Most people spend first and then save what remains. The wealthy invert this formula entirely. For them, saving is a non-negotiable, top-line expense paid directly to their future selves. The easiest way to adopt this is to make it invisible. Set up an automated transfer from your checking to your savings account for the day your income arrives. The money is gone before you even see it, and you naturally adapt to living on the rest. Habit 9. They practice strategic debt management. Wealthy women don't fear debt. They respect its power and use it with surgical precision. They understand the critical distinction between good debt and bad debt. Bad debt is the high-interest, consumption-driven kind from credit cards and personal loans, and it's treated as a poison to be eradicated with extreme prejudice. Good debt is leverage. It's a strategic tool used to acquire assets that will appreciate or generate income, like a mortgage on a rental property or a loan to expand a successful business. They are willing to use other people's money, but only if that money is put to work building their own equity. In their daily lives, they use credit cards like a debit card, but strategically, to capture rewards points for free travel and other perks. The golden rule is absolute. They never carry a balance. They manage their debt. It never, ever manages them. Habit 10. They regularly review and adjust their financial plan. A financial plan is not a static document you create once. It is a dynamic roadmap that requires regular calibration. Wealthy women treat their financial plan as the central operating system for their wealth, and it demands periodic updates. At least once a quarter, they schedule a money date or strategic review with themselves. This is dedicated time to analyze their budget, track progress toward their goals, and reevaluate their investment strategy. This is their scheduled time for course correction. Are they still on track for their long-term goals? Does their spending still align with their core values? Does their portfolio need to be rebalanced? Go ahead and schedule a financial review on your calendar right now for 1 month from today. Treating your finances with that level of importance is a habit that pays massive dividends. Habit 11. They educate themselves continuously on finance. The financial landscape is in a constant state of flux, and the wealthy know that ignorance is the most expensive liability. They make it a daily habit to be perpetual students of finance. This could be reading books on investment theory, listening to economics podcasts during their commute, or attending webinars on tax optimization. This commitment to education empowers them to be the CEO of their own finances. They don't just blindly delegate to advisors. They engage them as informed partners, capable of understanding the why behind every strategic move. They can spot opportunities and protect themselves from bad advice because they've invested in their single most important asset, their own knowledge. You can start with just 15 minutes a day. Read one article from a reputable financial journal. Listen to one podcast on your way to work. Over time, that knowledge compounds just like interest. Habit 12. They live below their means with intentional spending. And finally, regardless of their net worth, wealthy women consistently live below their means. They master the art of resisting lifestyle creep, the common tendency to increase spending in lockstep with every raise. Now, this doesn't mean they are cheap. It means they are ruthlessly intentional. They practice high-low spending. They can be incredibly frugal on things that don't add real value to their lives, but they will happily and generously invest in things they truly value, like a beautifully tailored blazer that will last a decade or transformative experiences that create lifelong memories. They have a powerful mental filter. Before making a significant purchase, they ask, is this an asset or a liability? Will this make me money, or will it cost me money? This simple question systematically guides them toward acquiring things that appreciate, like stocks and real estate, instead of things that depreciate the second they are acquired. As you can see, building a fortune isn't about some guarded secret or a single lucky break. It is the sum of small, consistent, and intentional choices that compound into something massive over time. And the most powerful part? Every single one of these habits is a learnable skill. You can start today, right where you are. You don't need a 6-figure income to begin, you just need the discipline to start. Now, the conversation moves to you. Which of these habits resonated with you the most? Which one are you going to implement into your own life this week? Drop a comment below. Let's start a conversation and hold each other accountable. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.